I am ready and prepared and excited in my soul for a little bit of unbridled evil. And I hope you are too, Kings, because here we are, King Pan au Chocolat of Baguette Karling, the evil antagonist. I don't know where the personalities have disappeared to, but he was at least an evil antagonist until we began playing as him, at which point I presume he still is. Vengeful, paranoid, callous, intricate web weaver, and really sets us up for difficulty because he's already killed someone. Now, before we start getting to know our character, before we unpause, I've added a couple of mods that have recently updated. More specifically, I've added City of Wonders 3 that adds new higher level cities to certain, historically relevant areas, Venice, Constantinople, Rome, etc., and allows you to upgrade them beyond that, and I thought that was kind of a cool mod to throw in. I've also included a graphics mod that comes with that, so we should get a little pop-up soon. It is save game compatible, you can add it whenever. And it should say, hey, you ready to add some cities? And I am absolutely ready. I've been looking forward to playing that mod. So, here he is then. Where do we even begin? I think we begin by saying, Biscotti, he did the Lord's work, okay? He was the strongest martial character. He was the highest of prowess. I know a lot of people want to see more warfare. The thing is, I've done 100 world conquests in CK2. I've done so many conquests in CK3. It's not the most interesting part of the game, in my opinion, from a viewing standpoint, nor from a character building standpoint. The warfare is just kind of boring, in my opinion. So I didn't want to go too crazy with it, but more importantly, this is called Crusader Kings through Tours and Tournaments. I've done World Conquest before. I've never had Tournament Island. And that's what that guy was more about. He was more about being a chivalrous knight than he was about being a grand conqueror. But now, Pan au Chocolat, the underhanded piece of shit. I think nothing is off limits with this guy. I think we do whatever we can to further the dynasty. I've already done a little poking around to try and get a feeling for his character, to try and understand him a little bit more. If we look at this relationship tab here, what is interesting is he has one rival, Baguette Karling, our knight and rival. So really, we should probably just, let's be honest here, we should probably just kill him immediately. It's so perfectly within the character. Now he has the power to remove his enemies. Let's remove his enemies. More importantly, and this is, I think, is a really interesting aspect of the character, he really gets on and respects his family. Queen Mother Baguette, his mother, and of course King Biscotti's wife, is his friend. Plus 100 opinion. It goes both ways. Simultaneously, Queen Telekas of Poland, your sister friend, and King Janko's queen, they're friends, plus 57, plus 100. Everybody likes him. The dynasty really likes him, and he clearly gets on well with his own dynasty members. So I think, as a rule, don't scheme against dynasty members. Don't do anything underhanded. Quite the opposite. Do everything we can. Legal, illegal, underhanded, downright evil, whatever, to improve the Karling dynasty. As someone quite rightly pointed out, this character had to sit there and watch as his father wasn't able to get back, dynastic artifacts like Joyeuse, which is sitting in the French court. That's Charlemagne's sword. And his name, Charlemagne Karling. Well, it wasn't really, but we're going to, it was, but we're going to grab that back. We are going to get that sword for us one day. And that's exactly the type of thing this character can do. Now, before we unpause, you might have noticed 8 out of 5 on domain size. There are a couple of things I think we can do to sort that out. Number one, of course, my wife can be put on managed domain. Takes up to 8 out of 6. That's better. In terms of a council, then, Archon Andre of Corsica, he doesn't like us. Put him on the council, that's plus 40 opinion. He's down to minus 24, that's better. He's also, not only the most skilled in the round, but he's also a duke, so that's pretty fantastic. Steward, same story. Archon Rorgon of Majorca is very, very good. Oh, shit. Spymaster. We've got Tongli Kimak, who is very, very good. We've got Alderic de Coligny as well. He is nowhere near as good. 6 points behind, but he's genius, which does give some bonuses in events. I think I want to give this guy a chance, especially because Togli is 67 and doesn't like me as much. So I think we're going to give this guy a chance instead and see how we get on with things. I think we're ready then. I don't know where we're going to begin. I don't know where to really start with this character. One thing I did, of course, poke at is that this guy has already put points into intrigue. More specifically, he's gone all the way down seducer, or at least down the right-hand path there is seducer. He is also bisexual, so we could go for anybody willing to take on his advances. There is no rule out of, out of his sights here. Of course, unless it's like the Pope. The Pope's not up for it right now, but maybe future Popes will be, of course. So we can really use that as a big amount of leverage. I do think, though, first things first, let's go skullduggery. Twice schemed for this guy is going to be the big get for him, and something we really have to target down, and something we will be immediately going for. The other thing I want to look at, because I seem to remember we have some good intrigue-based artifacts, is, well, our intrigue-based artifacts. Shiny lamellar armor. I'm just going to sell that boy off. Goodbye. Thank you. We've got better armor in every way. Let's have a look through here. Memory of Walia Agalina gives 4% scheme secrecy. That's both personal schemes and hostile schemes, so that's always bloody good. What is that? That's a core artifact. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of this one. That one gives stewardship lifestyle experience, which we might do one day. This one gives learn language power, which would be really good. This guy learning a whole bunch of languages to scheme more efficiently would be nice. What else have we got going on here? Mankadid Saga, hostile scheme resistant, plus 12. Oh my god. Okay, get rid of the rabbit's paw. And let's throw that one on. Ornate ribbon, seduce scheme power up by 20%. Right. That one gives attraction opinion. That one gives attraction opinion and personal success, scheme success chance. Let's get rid of the glory hound stuff. We're not about that life. Have we got anything else that gives any sorts of social bonuses? No, that's everything. But that's fine, though, because that is enormous. So that one just gives stewardship. That one's not massively relevant, the old signet ring. So we can swap one of these trinkets out. 12 hostile scheme resistance, 8 attraction opinion, 3 personal scheme success chance, 20% to seduct scheme power. The regalia gives 16 to the romance scheme power. This guy is going to be unstoppable. Learn language scheme power again up by 8, and then scheme secrecy up by 4% as well. This is going to be nuts, because bear in mind on top of all that, we've also got the palace, if I can click it quickly, there we go, giving 15% to hostile and 15 to personal, and we could upgrade that to a winter palace. What do we need? Cranes innovation. What's that, late medieval era? Let's have a look. Cranes, I think, is... Oops, sorry if I can click it before the bigger interface pops up and beats me to it. There we are. Yeah, late medieval. How many do we need for that? 2 more innovations, then potentially we could start work on it. We're probably not going to see it in this character's lifetime, I'll be honest with you. So then, what the hell do we do about domain limit? Well, okay, let's agree to that marriage. Let's just finish off doing all the other stuff here. Send for knights? We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. We can purchase dependable donkeys. Don't the donkeys give a stewardship bonus? Hello there. 90 gold to give us +4 stewardship should, in theory, allow us to hold 7 holdings. Domain limit 6, King, Sardinia, French stewardship. I think if we buy that, yeah, there you go, 7 holdings. It's going to put us into debt, obviously, but that's worth it. Then, we can just give something away. I think we give away Oristano, because it's not bringing in a massive amount of tax, and its special building is a church, which I'm not really too bothered about. And we've already got a lot of land on Sardinia. I want to keep Messina, because if we can build the university, that's 10% to monthly lifestyle experience. That goes really nicely with that new... what was it we invested in recently to give that on top? I don't remember. It was like a dynasty legacy or something like that. Might have been an artifact. Don't remember. That's fine. I think I will, and obviously I want to keep Palermo, because that's very developable. And with City of Wonders, in theory, Venice is just about to upgrade. Obviously, we want to keep that one too. I think I'll give this one away. I think we'll try and give it to a family member, if possible. What am I looking for? Dynasty, that's right. Let's have a look for, preferably, Baguette Karling. A genius child. This character's nephew, we've already established he clearly likes his dynasty. So, Baguette Karling, you're a vassal now. There you go, 7 out of 7. Somehow, we've managed to keep all this together. Boom. Oh, we lost our spy master. Bollocks. Ah, that's fine. Welcome aboard. Right, okay then. You're in debt. Not a problem. Disable buildings. It's only going to be Venice by the time we're done. We can station a man-at-arms regiment. Probably not a terrible idea. Let's slap you down somewhere then. Where can we put you? Venice? Okay, there you go then. Enjoy. Then, in terms of other decisions, we can negotiate alliances. Ooh. With the King of Poland. And also the kid that we just landed. Fine, absolutely acceptable. And here we go, City of Wonders 3. So populate the world. This will add, again, higher city levels all the way up to Megapolis. Or Megalop... What did I just say? Did I say that right? I've confused myself now. Populate the world. Anyway, so it is, again, since you're adding this mod to an existing save, you can either choose to add them or leave the world as it is. I want to populate the world. If we keep an eye on Venice here, watch it transform from simple little city It's a full-on burg. Big old city. Thank you. Marvelous news. Excellent. Right, and that should, in theory, eventually, we can go up to, yeah, Megalopolis. Excellent. I presume maybe Byzantium already has that. Maybe Constantinople already is. No, they're only level 5. Interesting. Okay, I presume Rome got the same status as well. Yeah, it certainly looks like it did. Yeah, that's so cool. It comes with a little graphics mod there too, which makes it look slightly larger. Anyway, I think we're good then. Are we ready to start? I know this is, sorry, there's been a lot of rambling, a lot of pissing around, but I think we're finally ready to go, and I'm really glad that we did this, because now we're 7 out of 7 on domain size. Let's get to work then. Let's see what happens. Marvelous news. Now, really, we can't do a lot until we can fabricate hooks. Really, there's not a massive amount we can do right now, so we're going to start with that murder, kill that guy off, get ourselves some experience in the underhanded, the nature of the underhanded. Oh, waifu is pregnant. Very good. Queen Aldonza gained the trait Pergonant. It's a well-known fact that courtiers will scheme and plot, but I may be able to use this to my advantage. If I can keep my courtiers suspicious of each other and distracted with infighting, they will not have the time or resources to scheme against me. Oh, we are going to be a piece of shit. Spread those rumors. Get them. 68% chance that all of these three start to dislike one another. So only a 68% chance, but it's for 100. Ooh. 100 intrigue lifestyle experience. Thank you. What's our current XP game then? Oh, I know what it was. So, court type is given 10%. Court grandeur is given plus 60%. Intricate web weaver is giving 30%. We were changing our culture from communal over to bureaucratic. Gives another 10%. Then if we build the university, that's another 10%. We are going to get so much experience. Mark my words. Right now, it's actually kind of pathetic. Only 50 per month. Base of 25. Yeah, so we're just getting plus 100% right now, which is obviously insanely good. It's just making up for the fact that we don't have genius or whatever. How's our daughter coming along? Princess Tiramisu. Is genius coming? Sickly is a problem. She hasn't developed any traits yet, so we'll just leave her how she is. We need successors for our knights. Oh, God, here we go. What's the bet we haven't got any now that we're not? Yep, now that we're not a super impressive martial character. Let's check this guy. Have we got anyone for you? Nothing. Maybe I should send for knights, just to clear that up, just so that we keep those accolades, because they are quite good, aren't they? Okay, let's do it then. Well, I'll send for some knights. It's not that expensive. It was 150 gold, and then we pay for them to join us afterwards. It's not a big deal. Hello! You don't want to join Alliance. Fine. And then you as well, same story. Okay, not bothered by that one. Going to appoint a worthy successor, apparently, to the Knight of Sardinia, but I don't think we can. Well, I mean, we have the option to if we had a knight available, right? We're not going to be doing much warfare, at least not yet. We can scheme our way up some claims. I do like the idea I floated with the previous character, right? Where we go for all the key points in the Mediterranean, right? We go for Barcelona, Tunis, Gibraltar, so that we can control the flow in, Provence, etc., etc. Somebody said that's kind of Carthaginian in its nature, and I think that's kind of a fun idea. Of course, we could go for the Roman Empire, but it's a bit boring. I've arrived back in my castle after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born on this day 33 years ago. I'm hoping we get a good 30 years out of this guy at the minimum. The older I get, the more I cherish relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me I've not heard from my wife, Aldonza. I trudge along my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet when I hear a clang and hush whispers down the hallway. We can say, who could that be? But it will give us 200 stress because we're a paranoid piece of shit. So, out the window, repel. Hostile scheme power up by 20% for 5 years. That's a hell of a birthday present. And we also get +1 intrigue. Thank you. Happy birthday. Obviously, we're missing out on the actual birthday present. Hello, it's Baguette, my niece. I found my niece Baguette sitting on the floor, surrounded by spill paint and pieces of canvas for the 3rd time this month. My courtiers whisper about her being an artistic genius in the making. This has to stop or her genius will be nurtured. Absolutely it will. This guy, it's going to be the only nice aspect to his character. I'm happy for him to be a monster to everybody but his dynasty. He needs to have some sort of motivation, some sort of drive. So we are going to absolutely be the kindest person to our own dynasty members. A pool of blood is congealing under the feet of Robin, a diplomat sent by my ally, Judice Biscotti of Arborea. By the immense quantity soaked up by my fine carpet, I can only assume he's been bleeding on the spot for hours. Apologies for this mess. I was defenestrated by a dwarf trying to rob me in an inn on my journey to Cagliari. Whoever has the rapscallion cushion my fall, the diplomatic visit can continue. It will be days until the blood loss is fatal. A defenestrated is pushed out the window, which doesn't really make sense how you're pushed out of window by a dwarf, but that's fine. Force this man to see a physician. Successful wound treatment for 3 years, and our vassal is happy that we didn't let his diplomat die. My calendar only has space next week. Can you hold on? You will bleed even more. You will have to buy a new carpet. Or, we can talk now, but your liege is paying for my carpet. He's a family member. Not this guy, but the person who sent him. Fine. Force this man to see a physician. Okay, we've cured him, and we gained some diplomacy lifestyle experience. Very good. Very good. Oh, rowdy. Hey, that means she can be intrigue, right? Ooh. Now, I don't think we'll make a very good educator, because we've, the genius has skipped a generation here. Biscotti was a genius. Tiramisu is a genius, but we are a moron. Naturally talented, but, well, not naturally talented. Got there through hard work. Blood, sweat, and toil. I think the best character is probably William Craven, my brother-in-law. Excellent. Yeah, you know what? William Craven, you seem trustworthy. He's extended family, so again, kind of all ties together again, doesn't it? What the hell do we want to save up for and invest in first? I don't really know where to begin. I really don't. We could. I do think it's worth saving up to get that university in Messina. It's so good. We need Exalted Amongst Men. It's going to be kind of hard to do that. And then with our development, we're going to get there probably before we get to Exalted Amongst Men, if we ever get to Exalted Amongst Men. Slap down the university and everything's good. At that point, I'm quite happy with things. Hello! I've been hosting your Chancellor, Archon Andre, for several weeks, and he's helped me see the splendor with the realm under your rule. Thank you. Much obliged. Okay, then. Factions have disbanded. Catalan Muwaladi popularists. It's a problem with having land all over the place is we're opening ourselves up to lots of different factions. I suppose we're not likely to get one massively powerful faction instead. Yeah, I think we can just sit and train him up for a little while. Oh, Court Grandest level 9, that's fine. We'll build it back up. Please tell me I changed the thing back over. I did, didn't I? I was going to say, surely I did. It is going to build back up to 100. It's not a big deal. We're a scholarly court, right? Did I say that we maybe want to go for intrigue? Intrigue would be better for this particular character. Courtiers can gain intrigue courtier traits. Ooh. But the scholarly courtier giving the 10% monthly lifestyle experience. Oh, does it make that much difference? This we could do so much more with, I think. I really think we could. I'm gonna flip us over to an intrigue court. I think we'll just get on it immediately. That's fine. I think we can do a lot with that. Tiramisu is free from her sickness. And of course it'll benefit her too if she's being educated in intrigue. Hopefully, a son will happen soon. A genius son, no less. My mother Baguette is terribly bored. I can see it in her face and the way she vies my attention all hours. I know my duties take up a lot of my time and it leaves her lonely sometimes. Yeah, we've got to look after her. We're all about family here. She's his friend too. I'll make more time for her. Becomes your best friend. Oh, that's nice. You know what you need? A husband. She marries him and gains opinion of me, does she? Okay. Becomes our best friend, or get her a husband. You know what? Why not both? Why not both? Here, let's do that. Let's make her our best friend. That's nice. That is really nice. Maybe he's a bit of a mama's boy, a little bit of a weird, creepy little mama's boy, but he loves his family. That's the important thing, even if it's a bit misguided. And I want someone in our court to marry her to, preferably. Somebody nice, somebody kind, somebody with high diplomacy, Jesus, who will preferably come to our court. Marry him matrilineally? Sure, that's fine. This guy is very nice. He's got 31 diplomacy, so I could whack him on the council too. Huh. Oh yeah, I never really considered that before, that we can steal some... obviously I've considered it before. We do need to get into the habit of doing that more, stealing courtiers or finding good people by marrying them off matrilineally to, like, knights would be very good. Marry them matrilineally to people in our court. I've still read of quite a few comments of people suggesting that, but to get courtiers... Ooh, this guy's genius. He's very smart, diligent, sadistic, ambitious. No, I want someone nice for my mother. What are you talking about? Compassionate, calm, and diligent. You're nice. Leon, join my mother. Join my mother in holy matrimony. Matrimony being the operative word. Excellent. Thank you. And they are just staying in my court now. That's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. That's really nice. We can make him a court architect because he seems like he could be quite skilled at that. Let's have a look. Caravan Master, Food Taster. Well, Royal Architect is my mother. I would never fire her. How could you? We're looking for somebody with a primary skill in stewardship. Something to give this guy like, kind of a position. Core Artificer. Bonus for any skill. Okay, you're terrible. Yeah, we haven't really got a rank for him, unfortunately. Well, maybe when she eventually dies, we can have him take her place. Right, low counter control. Hold on. Oh, he's already on it. Thank you. And now, we wait. Oh, another daughter. Okay, well, it's a good job it wasn't Genius then. Adelaide, we're going to call you. Somebody said that there was a great Sicilian pastry. Hold on. Found it. I found it, and this was the one suggested in the comment section. Mini di Sant Agata. Saint Agatha's breasts. Probably a very inappropriate thing to... Oh, name a child. If you die on me immediately before I've even had a chance to start, I'm going to be very annoyed. This guy's a good core physician, though, right? Novice physician, he's a herbalist, he's a mastermind philosopher, he's a smart man. Go. Do no more than what is necessary. A little brighter. Oh, thank you, Landolf. Reduce disease symptoms. A huge health boost. Okay, we should be fine. I barely even had a chance to start with him. Ooh. My wife, Queen Aldonza, is hiding something about her daughter. I'm certain of it. The furtive glances, her protectiveness of Mini Descent Agata, the way she avoids all my inquiries. I do not question the heritage of my daughter lightly, but doubt is gnawing at my mind. This guy is horribly paranoid. Okay, he's horribly paranoid. It's almost certainly his daughter, but we've got to make sure. This is the man who jumped out of the window to avoid a birthday party. I wave at my wife as she walks across the garden. My initial concerns seem to have been misgivings. However, they are not likely to forget them anytime soon. Oh, are we going to spy on our family? If she's not our true one, oh, that's such a relief. Either we accept it or we keep spying on them to be sure. Again, he's paranoid and he's callous and he's vengeful. I think we've got to see it through. Oh, despite following Mini Descent Agata everywhere, my spies have found no indication that I should suspect her lineage. Unfortunately, she's still upset that I would harbor any suspicion at all. Both of them are very upset. Queen Aldonza is insulted. The child, a shocking amount of comprehension for a 1-month-old child, is angry at me for doubting her lineage. And now, the rival dies. The first stone. I hope you're not afraid of spiders, Babak. Or should I say, buyback? Because he is dead. He was killed by you. You lost 125 stress because you're vengeful. We gain 150 prestige. You're right. That's how we can get it to exalted amongst men. Murder. Have you killed anyone else? You've only been found guilty of... I killed Torf. I remember him killing Torf. Torf was the archbishop, if you remember. He's only actually killed 2 people. So that's a bit more... That's a bit more understandable. A bit more reasonable, right? Now, this is something I might make a change of pace with this character. We're invited to weddings. Count Emmanuel. Who's Count Emmanuel of Spoleto? Let's just go. We've been invited. Let's visit. Let's visit. Let's see what trouble we can get up to. Let's see what we can do sneakily, I think. We can just hire the captains, right? What else we got? Mountains? Oh, hills. Okay. If we got a mountaineer, that solves the problem. 6 gold to ensure that we're not going to die. Okay. Let's go then. Let's have a look. Let's see what it's all about. See if we can cause some trouble. It would be a good way to get a bit of diplomatic practice without it being significant. It's not like it's the Holy Roman Emperor's wedding or anything like that. And here we are. Can we adjust our intent or will it still crash the game? Before I try it, let's just do a quick save here. And let's see if it actually works. Okay. It still crashes. God damn you. Okay, I've decided I'll just remove that mod. It might lead to some harder to spot things, but in theory it won't make any difference because the thing making the UI bigger is the bigger text mod. So in theory we should be fine. It's the better UI scaling mod if you also want to take it out. Mischief. Murder. Do I really want to murder anybody? Oh my god, we could murder him at his own wedding. Just because you have murdered doesn't mean that you want to murder. You're vengeful and callous. You're not, like, cruel, and you're certainly not a lunatic. This guy would know just randomly murdering someone would be a bad idea. I love the idea of mischief, though. Let's do it. I think that's really funny. Would this guy do... callous, heartless, cold-blooded, sees enemies in every shadow, slow to forget. I just don't think it suits the character, does it? He's not very mischievous. Get some diplomacy, just get some recreation. I'm not really sure. Seduction. Oh my god, what am I doing? Seduction, obviously seduction. Who is she? Marietta von Habsburg. Ah, she'll do. Yes, of course, seduction. And this is definitely within the character, given that the character chose to go down the seduction focus before we'd even started playing as him. Let's get her seduced then. Amazing. Hello. Join me in my war. Absolutely I will. Not. Will not. I'll say I will, but then I would never turn up. Oh, get seduced. This is a great way to get a start on that. I presume, much like in CK2, there'll be some sort of modifiers, events based around, you know, lots of successful seduction, that type of thing. I can't wait. Let's see it. Wedding ceremonies are long and tedious. My eyes are constantly scouting the crowd for guests of a target of my desires. Marietta. When I finally locate her, she's busy mingling with a small group of guests. It's a perfect chance to approach her. These circumstances call for poetry. Or, do you know what weddings make me in the mood for? That's an intrigue challenge with a 95% chance of success. Oh my god. 300 intrigue lifestyle experience. Boom. You made a good impression on her. Oh, what an amazing start. Holy crap. Oh, I'm happy with that, and we've already got a perk. Let's start with the fabricate hook scheme. This is really going to let us kickstart everything. Okay. Lost a trait ill. That's good. That's good. He's back in high spirits. Clearly the seduction was the right play. And I presume a lot of this is going to happen at the feast itself. Terribly exciting. These two random people married. We don't give a shit about that, of course. Enjoy a delicious feast. Throughout the meal, I find myself easily drawn into Gottfried's conversation. He has some interesting opinions and makes the best jokes, and we seem to have so much in common. We're paranoid. So, we like you. Let's not get any closer, though. Let's keep him at arm's distance. Every wedding banquet is host to a frankly interminable amount of speeches. Shall we praise the happy couple? Shall we subtly direct the speech towards Marietta? Oh, this is very cool. 90% chance of success. Do it. She appreciates the hints. Ah, very good. Every feast, there's always one. Every single feast. One long-winded, ill-born pissant cornering people who will just not be silent. We're snooty. We're callous. Tell them to shut up. For God's sake, man. Are we actually going to do it? Sitting opposite Marietta, the daughter of Count Christopher of Spoleto, provides me with a veritable treasure trove of ways to tease her without breaking the rules of proprietary. Of course, it's all about being. I snap the bone of the chicken I'm holding defiantly in between the two fingers. Firm. Wouldn't you agree? I can see the look on her face that she gets my message. What I can't quite discern is her expression. Is it that lascivious interest or a tumbling stomach? It's alarmingly difficult to say. Perhaps one more bite to hammer the point home. This isn't working. Perhaps she'd enjoy honest talk, or this is less fiery than I hope. No, obviously. Come on, 85% chance. You can do it. 85% chance that she just immediately becomes his lover, and we complete the seduce intent, which I presume will give us some more experience. Do it. Oh my god, it actually worked. Oh my god, it worked. A tryst and a feast. Oh, that's good. I like that a lot. Amazing. Does he like his wife? I should have really checked that before. Not really. Not really. There's no love there. They tolerate each other at most. Amazing. I'm happy with it then. Obviously, he did just massively upset her. Believed that she was, you know, cheating on him. So we've gone with it. She was unfaithful. It's time. The bedding ceremony. And no better chance than to rifle through the chambers. We're going to steal from them. 17 gold. Oh, my wife is pregnant. Very good. 7 days before the wedding night ends. And congratulations. Well, that was a quick wedding night, huh? My God, she's been with the child for 3 months. Oh, wait, does it say how long it's been? I had no idea. Oh, I keep clicking my mother. She's definitely not pregnant. A child for 2 months. I've never noticed that before. Congratulations again. Well done. Good wedding. Oh, no. Marietta has come to me and I immediately knew why. She is with child and there is little doubt in her heart as in mine who the father is. However, my marriage with Aldonza, there is nothing I can do except hope my involvement stays a secret. Oh, no. I like that he has a vice. I like that he has a good aspect to his character, that he likes his family, and I like the fact that he's got that evil side. He's a multifaceted and interesting character. Finish the grand wedding. A bastard child within the first episode. This is Crusader Kings right here. My marshal seems to have disappeared. Same with my spy master, William Croven. A genius man. I like it. We should probably try and win him over. We're paranoid, so maybe we just immediately bribe him. I think that's an alright idea. Maybe we also try and sway him, because again, we're paranoid. We would probably want to keep our spy master on side, right? Okay, can we now appoint our accolade successors? Has it actually worked? Yes, Marku, good. And then you, do we have a successor for that one? Oh, it's probably the same guy. It's unfortunate. Do you have any knights in court that I can recruit? I'm just going to recruit them. How much are you? 40? That's worth doing. We are paranoid, so we don't want to go too crazy with it, but simultaneously, none of them were worthy anyway. I have no idea. I'm not going to sit there and click through and make sure they are worthy. Let's just be careful that we don't stress them out by inviting too many people. And here we are. Home sweet home. Very good. My regency ended. Mother was, of course, trustworthy. We can host a grand tournament. This guy's got 20 prowess. Vengeful, prize armor, Karling sword. And Chanson de Guest has digest our cultural bonus. Gives us some more too. Actually, he could probably do quite well. I think we won't worry about it for the time being. Of course, they're very, very expensive, and that money might be better served elsewhere. Where should we start fabricating hooks then? I would love to buy Joyce. If we get a hook, he will almost certainly accept. He will almost certainly accept. If you don't have the gold, it sets it to 0 by default. So when we have the gold, how much was Joyce by artifact? 1,087 gold. Jesus Christ. Let's just get the hook. 51% chance on getting a hook on one of the strongest men in the world is pretty good. To say that we haven't even really started working on the perks yet. Maybe we go for actually the Pope. 5% chance. Maybe we don't go for the Pope. What if we go for somebody that we can 50%, 69% on you as a bit of practice? And then, because this guy, because of course if we mess up the scheme, it's going to be a long time before we can scheme again against him, before we can fabricate again. And I'd rather do that when we have the cash and we have a bit more experience. So let's stick with that one. Let's see it through. Fabricating these hooks is going to be interesting. I think we should be able to pull it off, though. I've exposed that Aldrich murdered Atrak. Did I? I didn't mean to. We could, of course, go with golden obligations as well. For this character, who is a callous, evil piece of shit, this might be one of the only characters that golden obligation will make sense for. And bear in mind, stewardship, he's got 20 stewardship. It makes some sense that the character will also focus on stewardship. For the time being, though, we've got to make sure we get down to schema. I think that, first and foremost.